Welcome James, welcome Cammy.
Thanks.
Hello.
Welcome to Bristol. City you guys know well? Have you played here before?
We've played here many times. We played some Thekla last time.
Yeah, the boat. It's one
The
of my
boat,
favourites.
and then I can't remember. We've done the folk house. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
We
the
did
folk house,
there.
Bristol Folk House.
A couple of things, but
Is it first time playing in Bristol with the Rails, or
No,
you've played
no,
as
no,
Rails?
yeah.
You guys are back fairly soon actually. If people don't get you tonight, they can get you in Louisiana on the 20th of October.
20th of
Yes.
October at the
Yeah.
Louisiana full band show.
Excellent. Okay,
So-
is that part of a nationwide tour?
That
That's
is.
going to be the proper kick in.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a proper thing.
Yeah.
Which is here for
This is just sort of release day.
release day madness.
Yeah, I imagine your day's been pretty fraught today. I think you were on LBC earlier on, just a couple of hours ago. so-
Radio London, GLR,
Yeah,
whatever it's
LBC.
called.
Yeah.
Is that LBC?
Yeah.
Racing around here, there and everywhere.
Yeah.
In terms of, before we get on to talking about like, the new album, I wanted to ask you about your individual sort of music backgrounds. Cammy, you're effectively known as folk royalty due to the parental connections. I think you felt we're hearing that, don't you? For people that don't know and might not be familiar, what is the sort of background behind that?
My parents were folk musicians in the 70s and sort of early 80s. So
Pioneers in some ways, weren't
I suppose I wasn't there.
they? So
We
you
hear
tell
that.
me. Yeah.
I don't really sort of relate to it that much. I mean,
Yeah.
it's it's before I was born, so I don't really know. And they broke up before I was born as well, so I'm not that tied into it. I like their music a lot, but
Yeah. It
and
must have,
obviously
did
we
it
made a
have a
folk
bearing,
record,
sort of
so-
their music and their sort of what they like to do, did it have a bearing on your musical influence?
Yeah,
or-
definitely. I mean, I used to go to see my dad all the time as a kid. Not my mum didn't sing when I was young. She's got a vocal condition that means she's in and out. But I listened to my dad a lot, and I think that informed us to some extent making a folk
Yeah,
record
it
out
definitely
of the
did.
gate.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that, and
And then we just went like that, and now we're here doing power pop.
I say, James, from your own point of view, your sort of back catalogue in terms of the bands that you've gone through and your
Yeah.
own sort of musical career is pretty distinguished as well.
It's for being lucky to play with a lot of good people.
Yeah, Pretenders, I believe, the Pogues.
Yep.
What's been the highlight of the career so far, apart from the Rails, obviously? What's been
Apart from the Rails,
Jerry
it's just doing a Jerry Lee Lewis record in Memphis.
Oh, wow. Okay,
That was,
well, there you go.
that just is. I can't
You
really
can't
say.
top that.
I can't.
Thing is, you
box
can't
it
top it
six.
ever
top that.
now. So
Yeah.
I'm sort of doomed.
Elvis is dead, so you can't top that.
The last man standing, but I was kind of doomed now. It's just we could say that every time.
And for the birth of the Rails, or the conception of the Rails,
Yeah.
kind of random, but I believe that we might have the well-known author Nick Hornby to thank for that.
He in a roundabout way, he sent me an email asking me, I don't know what, it says to play on her mum's record, or whether I'd be available to play on that. She needed a guitar player. God knows why she needed a guitar player, but she did. And I went down to the session, and then Cammy came in, and that's where we first met.
I was leaving.
Oh, were you
Yeah,
leaving?
it's kind of passing ships at that time, was it?
Yeah. Were you leaving?
I was leaving. You came in.
I think I was leaving, and you
No.
came in. I begged to differ with after. No, I don't.
Let's
It
have another
doesn't
fight.
come across that you're married at all.
I'm leaving.
Yeah. So in terms of the sound that you guys kind of put forward, you kind of categorise this folk, but I think that probably does you a little bit of a disservice. Certainly
Yeah.
from the 3 albums so far, there's quite a big mix of sounds. And
Yeah, we don't
things
think of
going
it.
on there.
We just think of ourselves as
English.
a band,
Yeah.
and like
I don't think the first record was folk,
Yeah.
but then we moved on. But if you come out of the gate with a folk record, I guess that sort of sticks a bit. There's definitely folky leanings in there, but it's a lot more than that.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. It's expansive. There's a lot of stuff. There's stuff like from power pop in there to, Beatlesy type of things.
I think I'd put us in the alternative pocket
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's a very, very different sound on the new album
Yeah.
to the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's only a 3 album period, and it's changed quite.
Yeah.
Quite a
Well, we
lot.
just want to keep going. We're just following our nose. Just
Doing what we like to
doing
do.
what we like to
Yeah.
do, and who knows? It might be a reggae record next. We just don't know. Nor
That's
do
an
we
exclusive.
care.
That's an exclusive. The Rails Reggae.
Yep.
Awesome. And the new album obviously out today, Cancel the Sun, which you've kindly done for us, and we're fully going to hold you accountable
Yep.
for the weather conditions.
Yeah, so
album number 3, as I've already said. Now, the first album, I believe, was 2014.
Correct.
And for a debut album, that got you guys up and running fairly well. There were some big plaudits there. I think it was Folk Album of the Year from Mojo. I think you won an award from BBC Radio 2, the Folk Emerging Talent Award as well. That sets the bar pretty high from a debut album. That must have been mind-blowing and nerve-wracking at the same time.
I think we both, I mean, it was our first record together, but we've both been around the block a few times, you know what I mean?
It's to say we're emerging. We've been like emerging for like 20 years. Though. No, I mean, you know, it was nice and all, but it didn't
Emerging at
really,
32, yeah.
It wasn't, it didn't
We've been doing it for a long time, so it's just it was a different outfit. So it was great, but it didn't feel that daunting or that.
No, it was just great. I think people liked it.
Yeah.
Really.
So great to receive the recognition, but you were just happy doing your own thing and making new music anyway.
Yeah, it was amazing that we were on Ireland and we made a record and people liked it. That was it really. Yeah. And but even if they didn't like it, we'd still be here doing it. So.
A couple of years later, a couple of years back, 2017, we had Other People. Some great tracks on that. 2 favourites, Calais and Brick and Mortar. I may have misjudged this completely, but that seemed like a bit of a homage to London.
No, you're spot on. It was we did a London-centric record in Nashville. Just really
just play with your voice.
Yeah, and then we sort of did more. Yeah, that's what we did.
No, and it was a homage to, I mean, you're both from London. It was a case of sort of...
James is like the most from London person I've ever met, apart from his dad and his granddad.
Yeah. I mean, I guess what it was at that time we didn't know whether we had to move out of London, which completely scared us because we couldn't really afford to live there or didn't know what we were doing, you know. And it was just, of course, we never did, and we never would.
Hang on,
but I mean, it was a very real possibility, you know. And then so that made you think about, you know, having to stay then, what people were doing, you know, these big. Well, you know, as we were saying in Bristol, the venues going, what's left here, what's going on, and can we afford to live here? And it was during that time when we wrote about that sort of stuff. And
I know it's certainly, as I said, Bristol's exactly the same way.
I think everywhere is.
Venues everywhere's getting replaced with sort of high-end apartments and things like that. People are moving out of the city because they're struggling to afford to rent, let alone even think about buying. So big city life, unfortunately.
They've ruined it all. They've got it the wrong way around, you know. So, but there you go.
Moving on to today, it's a big day for you guys. So Cancel the Sun, the new album, which has been on loop and kept me sane all day in work as well. Fantastic.
Very nice of it.
Really, really is. I think from the 3 so far, it's my favourite. And that's just because of the 3 sort of listens through. There's a couple of easy sort of instant catches on there. Labour of Love are fairly easy to put together.
Well, they're never easy.
They're never easy. But we had Stephen Street producing, who's, you know, a great producer, and he really helped, you know, get us together. And but the songs we wrote fairly quickly.
It's all you guys as well. This song, everything on the album was written by you.
Yeah.
And I think the last one was as well, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, we had a trad song, 2 trad songs in the first one, but otherwise we always write them. But James wrote most of the last record. This record we co-wrote, which was a bit more enjoyable.
It was just it was a different headspace and everything. We had to do something different because it wasn't really working. We'd sort of almost at the point of having enough. Because, you know, being married as well is a whole other thing.
Yeah, fair play to you guys for being able to, as I say, be married and work together as well.
And we're in the same room.
Yeah, my wife's going to be coming along actually to the gig later on, and there is absolutely no way we could be in the same room together for that length of time. It's the whole reason why we've been married so long is that we spend enough time apart. So
that's the key.
I appreciate the pressure.
That's the absolute key to it for us as well. But
so are there artistic sort of disagreements then, being from where you want to come at things?
Oh yeah.
Who usually wins?
Well, that's why we have a producer.
Right.
Because if it doesn't,
gives me a shot at winning.
It doesn't. That's not true. That's not true. But that was a good thing having a producer. Was he just, you know, we could just go, okay, do that then, you know.
And kind of, it's kind of a different sound on this album from listening to the previous 2 as well. There is a lot more sort of high tempo guitar pop kind of vibe to it. Was that intentional? Did you want to get that way, or did that just happen naturally?
Yeah, it's what we both feel comfortable playing, electric guitars and singing in, bands.
Yeah, I mean, fun.
And we wanted to have some fun. Yeah, I think, and just make something that we could have a band playing and,
Some classic tracks, I'd say, but probably at the moment, I think it's the new single today as well, is Save the Planet.
Oh, is that today?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so far that I've read, I think Save the Planet today as well. And that kind of surprised me, sort of happily working along today. We get the lyrics of Save the Planet, Kill Yourself. And it kind of was like, really, did I just play that again? Did I hear that?
We've had a couple of people say that.
Yeah, quite tongue-in-cheek. You get the tongue-in-cheek vibe. We're not sort of condoning massive
Some people do,
anything,
and there's a lot of people.
Some people don't.
Some people
really?
don't. Yes.
Do you think this one might get you in a spot of trouble?
We have found that out recently. There's a few people. Yeah, I mean, come on.
So
it comes across.
Some people are very literal.
Yeah, some people don't read between the lines, or they don't understand what it's meant to make you think.
That's if it's offensive to you, don't listen to it.
It's meant to make you think, like most people. Most songs should.
It would work as a concept.
Yeah.
So there's no doubt about it.
It's waterproof as a concept.
Absolutely, but we are just for the record, the Wells are not condoning
Absolutely.
massive.
No, definitely.
No.
Cool. Okay. Highlights for you on particular in tracks on the album, which are your personal favourites? Do you agree on that one? Have you got your own?
No, I think my favourite is Cancel the Sun, just because it's
Mine too.
it's
there you go. We've agreed.
Why do you have to have the same one as me?
Why do you? Why can't I have my own?
Can't I have my own song? No, it's just because it takes us to different territory completely.
Yeah.
And I think
It's
it might
territory we both enjoy and might wander further into.
Yeah, I think it's a little more experimental, a little more psychedelic.
Psychedelic.
And that really is a bit floats our boat at the moment. And the chords are a lot different, it goes off, it's different for us, and I think we'll be exploring.
Your favourite, hence it's the title track, or was that completely out
It's
of
just
your
the
hands?
catchiest title, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Harold Pinter quote, actually.
Okay. I pretend that I know who that is, although I won't believe that one. And where are people going to be able to catch you guys next? So you've got this evening at Rough Trade Bristol.
Yeah.
What happens after today?
1 o'clock tomorrow, we're playing Rough Trade East in London.
Okay, the original store, I think it is.
Rough Trade Nottingham tomorrow at 7 p.m. We're at Beautiful Days Festival on Sunday. Then we will be in America for a month. But when we get back, we're touring in October, so we'll be all around about the place from like the 20th of October.
Yeah.
So check our website for dates. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Right, really good evening for you tonight. Safe travels for the rest of the weekend.
Thanks,
Thank you very much.
Thanks
for your
very much.
time.
Thank you.